Gonzalo Garcia is having the best summer of his life. I'm pretty sure that he could not have imagined in his wildest dreams the summer that he would have been having so far. This guy went into the Club World Cup, was our best attacking player, was the top goal scorer of the tournament, absolutely cooked with Xabi Alonso, impressed him so much that even when Mbappé came back from his illness, Gonzalo Garcia was starting over him. This is a player that got an opportunity and he ran with it. W Gonzalo Garcia in the chat. Heading into this summer window, what was one of the main things that a lot of us Madrid fans were saying that we need to get? A Joselu profile to come off the bench. That's something that we were missing last season. Having a pure number 9. Somebody that can come into these games and somebody that can give us something different. Somebody that can be an aerial threat. Somebody that's going to do some dirty work, right? And we were looking at strikers. We were looking at Budimir. We were looking at guys of that profile. And then the Club World Cup comes. Endrick is back in Madrid, injured. Mbappé, my man came to the United States and he ate some Taco Bell. His stomach wasn't feeling too well. My man was in the hospital, shitting his guts, throwing up. Mbappé missed the entire group stage. We only had one striker in the squad, and it was Gonzalo Garcia, and he was phenomenal. Gonzalo Garcia played so fucking well that not only is this guy going to be staying at Real Madrid, but according to all the reports, he's going to get the number 9. Do you know how huge that is? Mbappé just taken the 10 after Luka Modric left, so the number 9 was open. It was between Endrick, Gonzalo Garcia. And I told you guys, after that Club World Cup and during that Club World Cup, Gonzalo Garcia has established himself as the primary backup striker behind Mbappé. Because Endrick has not gotten a chance to prove himself. Gonzalo Garcia was so good that he has earned this number 9. Now we're going to get into a couple of reports. We got to talk about Gonzalo Garcia and the rise that he's been on. And we also got to talk about Endrick. Because as of right now, man like Bobby Charlton, I'm going to be honest.
Big man thing, yeah? It's not looking good, bruv. It's not looking good.
It's not looking good. So I need you guys to get in that comment section. Let me know what you're saying about Gonzalo Garcia getting the number 9. And let me know what you think this means for Endrick. Because for a player that's just gotten here, it seems like he's already so far down in the pecking order. Now, we got to talk about these reports that have been coming out. So let's actually just pull it up because this is actually crazy. Like, I didn't expect Real Madrid to actually give Gonzalo Garcia the number 9. To be honest, when I talked about it the other day, I thought nobody should be getting the number 9 right now. I thought we should wait and leave the number 9 vacant for right now. I wanted to see how it played out over the season. Now, this is huge. The number 9 is not some bullshit number, okay? The number 9 signifies a very important member of your attack. Last player that wore it for us, Mbappé. The season before that, Benzema had it for as long as I was a Real Madrid fan. Benzema's been the 9. This number signifies that he is going to play a massive role next season. And I see some people are annoyed that Gonzalo Garcia got this. But what was one of the main things that I praised about Xabi Alonso when he got the job? Not only is Xabi Alonso a tactician, not only is he a progressive manager, but one of the things that I was really looking forward to, I told you guys, Xabi Alonso I believe he's going to be a legendary manager for this club. And I also told you that Xabi Alonso will be the manager that revolutionizes how people view Real Madrid's academy, the pathway to the first team. Carlo Ancelotti, for as great of a manager as he was, the youth rarely got a chance underneath him. Xabi Alonso is going to bring youth players into this 11, into the first team. There's a lot of talent in our youth system, and Xabi Alonso is going to give them their big break. And he's already done so with Gonzalo Garcia. You guys know, look, La Fabrica, Castilla, so much talent, and we usually sell these players, right? Our academy makes the most money in the world. This is factual information. Look at all these teams in La Liga. They are littered with former Real Madrid youth players. And if you look at what's going on this summer, Victor Munoz got sold. Kima got sold, right? Yusuf, right? Man like Jacobo Raman. A bunch of players that traveled with us for the Club World Cup that were youth prospects have been sold. Gonzalo Garcia has played so well that my man has saved his Real Madrid career, because if it was not for that Club World Cup, my man would have been joining that terrorist organization that we know as Al Getafe. That's where he probably would have been. And here he is, now getting the number 9. That is insane. This is a meteoric kind of rise. Now, on top of him getting the number 9, he's also about to sign a new contract as a first-team player. The club believes that they found a player who could be important. Xabi Alonso fully trusts him. Well, of course, Xabi Alonso fully trusts him, because when Xabi Alonso first came into this job, right, Xabi Alonso barely got any training sessions with us. Xabi Alonso never got a preseason. My man came into this team and immediately was thrown into the deep end. He got into the Club World Cup with only like 4 days of training. And Gonzalo Garcia was by far our best attacking player. Better than Vinicius, better than Mbappé, better than Jude, better than anybody that played as an attacker for us. Gonzalo Garcia was head and shoulders clear of them. To be honest, Gonzalo Garcia was our second best player throughout the entire tournament. The first, I'd say, is Dean Howson. Second, I would say Gonzalo Garcia. This is madness. The number 9 and a brand new contract. This is what you call rewarding players that show you that they're more than capable. If it was Carlo Ancelotti at Real Madrid, Gonzalo Garcia would have never started in this Club World Cup. He would have started Rodrigo instead up top. He would have did some bootleg tactics to not start. Carlo Ancelotti would have retired before he started Gonzalo Garcia all those games. We saw it last season. Gonzalo Garcia, Copa del Rey. We're about to go to extra time. I think we were going against Leganes. Last minute, Gonzalo Garcia scores the winner, a header. Finally, a striker that can head the ball. Because last season, we barely scored headers. And then what does Carlo Ancelotti do? He sends him to the gulag. We didn't see Gonzalo Garcia after that. So I'm glad that Xabi Alonso put enough trust into this player. And now he's being rewarded with the number 9. When I told you guys that Xabi Alonso is going to revolutionize the way that people view our academy, you're already seeing it right now. Gonzalo Garcia has just given all these other kids in the academy that are highly rated some hope. That's what this gives them. And like I said, we've now found the proper backup striker that can come in and change games. Brother, Gonzalo Garcia, his goal scoring is very good. In the final third, he's dangerous. His off-the-ball movement, very good. His finishing, very good. His pressing, his link-up play. The guy was moving like a Benzema regen. dropping deep to get the ball, bringing Vinicius into the game, linking up with Arda, linking up with Jude. I'm very excited. Gonzalo Garcia has gotten the number 9. This is huge news from our academy. I can't tell you the last time that a player like this has come through, gotten a huge number like this immediately. The club is showing a lot of faith into him. Now, even though we're all here happy for Gonzalo Garcia, and I'm excited to see what he does this season, we got to talk about the guy that did not get the number 9. The guy whose future is looking uncertain at the club. And that's Endrick, Baby Pele, Sir Bobby Charlton. What the hell's going to happen with him? Did you guys see this news that broke? Endrick was almost on his way to Sociedad. This would have been a crazy loan move because everything that I've seen over this summer told me that Endrick did not want to leave. So how was he almost loaned out to Sociedad, but the deal then collapsed because of the new injury that he picked up? So he's now going to stay at Real Madrid because obviously, why would a club loan you if you're not fit? It doesn't make any sense. Why would they accept you? So now Endrick is in a very tough position. Endrick is having an absolute nightmare this summer. First off, this man married that girl, the one that's like 5 years older than him. Endrick, you are a victim, okay? I just want to make this very clear. My man is a victim. She finessed him. This is crazy. While Gonzalo Garcia was at the Club World Cup scoring very good goals, playing out of his mind, Endrick was on holiday. My man was on his honeymoon.
Nothing beats a Jet2 holiday. And right now, you can save £50 per person. That's £200 off for a family of 4.
I ain't gonna lie, Endrick is cooked. Endrick is cooked. What an awful summer he's been having. I'm not gonna lie. Endrick, you are a victim, buddy.
She belongs to the streets.
But regardless of his personal life, right? I just wanted to laugh at him real quick. Endrick does find himself in a very peculiar situation because he's now essentially the third striker on the depth chart, right? Like when you look at the squad, Mbappé is going to start more games than not. Gonzalo Garcia is going to be the primary striker off the bench. And then Endrick is third choice. This summer, the absolute worst things that could have happened to him have taken place. He was injured. Gonzalo Garcia balled out at the Club World Cup. Gonzalo Garcia has gotten the number 9. And Endrick is left still injured, not going to be fit for the start of the season. And my man has to prove himself. Once I saw this news that he was almost loaned out to Real Sociedad, that told me everything that I needed to know. Gonzalo Garcia has snatched his chain. Nah, I'm so serious, chat. Look at what Endrick was doing while Gonzalo Garcia was taking his spot. My man was in Japan. My man was touring Tokyo. He was eating teriyaki, California rolls. My man was getting chicken over rice. Nah, bro. I actually do feel a little bad for Endrick. And you know what's crazy? With the reports of him going out on loan. Or almost going on loan. Bro, every reporter told us he does not want to leave. Like, look at this report. Like, first off, this picture is here. But this is from like a week ago. It says, Endrick has taken his physical trainer on his honeymoon to recover faster from injury and return in his best version to convince Xabi Alonso. he doesn't want to go on loan. This was a week ago. My man was on honeymoon. And Gonzalo García was taking his spot in the team. This is crazy.
Nothing beats a Jet2 holiday. And right now, you can save £50 per person. That's £200 off for a family of 4.
Man is in Tokyo looking like Jaden Smith on the set of Karate Kid. You know, I think Endrick is a very good player. I think Endrick does have a lot of talent. And I think Endrick will get an opportunity this season to prove himself. But when you can't stay fit, what do you expect Xabi Alonso to do? Gonzalo García is who caught his eye. Gonzalo García balled out. And you're over there taking vows at 18, 19 years old, marrying a woman that's 24. You're having a stinker this summer, young man. This is a madness. Brother, you might have to find a loan. If I'm Endrick, I'd be going on loan. To be honest, I would be going on loan. Because you need consistent minutes, bro. And right now, unless there's an injury to Gonzalo García and Mbappé, I just don't see where you're going to be able to get enough game time. And the thing is, we don't even play with 3 attackers anymore. Because there was a possibility that, okay, maybe Endrick can get his minutes on the right wing, right? We saw Endrick play on the right whenever Carlo Ancelotti did decide to put him out there. But we don't play with the wingers currently. It's a 3-5-2. Yeah, I don't know, bruv. I was always worried about Endrick, man. I was always worried. Because his mind, I feel like when you're so young, right? Like, football has to be the main focus. I think you should have been in the gym working your way back, not taking vows and marrying somebody that's 6 years older than you that started dating you when you were 16, okay? This is all that I'm saying, bro. Gonzalo García has snatched your chain, and now that you're injured, you can't even leave this summer. Even though a loan would be better for you, you can't leave. Because with your injury, no team will take you on loan. So, look, we'll see, bro. But big news about Gonzalo García getting that number 9. I think he's going to have a very good season for us. And I think Xabi Alonso is going to use him a lot. But get in the comment section. Let me know what you guys are saying, right? I think Endrick alone would be good for him, but there's just nowhere that he can go currently, okay? His injury is keeping him out until initially they said about like mid-September, bro. So, look, this is a problem that we have. It just seems like this summer nobody's going to be leaving Real Madrid. And the thing is, I don't want Endrick to leave. You guys know, okay? I rate Baby Pele. But currently at the moment, I think all Madrid fans will agree when we say that we kind of rate Gonzalo García a little bit more. And there's nothing wrong with that. Again, Gonzalo García was at the Club World Cup balling out. My man Endrick was on a Jet2 holiday. That's just what it is, bro.
She belongs to the streets.
But nah, chat, I want to know what you guys are saying.